Happy WrestleMania week. I am so pumped. It's my favorite time of year. I'm busy, 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 but I love talking WrestleMania and everything pro wrestling. I'm your boy Tyler Wrestles. Today we are going to do my WrestleMania 41 predictions. I'll give you who I think is going to win each match. And right now, I think we are missing a match, even though they say this is the full card. But we've got 13 matches so far. I think there's going to be one more. But before we get into that, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I want you guys to comment on anything I say, whether you like my picks, whether you don't like my picks, who do you think will win that I didn't say would win? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, and we can have a little debate about it. Also, if anything happens between now, which is Monday, and WrestleMania on Saturday, day one, I will have updates in my YouTube shorts, IG Reels, and on TikTok with an update to this video. So make sure you're checking all those out. And you can find all those links at tylerwrestles.com. Down in the description is where I will have that. But let's get into night one of WrestleMania. We are going to start off with the World Heavyweight Championship match. And we are going to start off with the Gunther, the champion, versus Jey Uso. Yeet. Honestly, this one, I could see it going either way. But if they do not put this title on Jey Uso, the fan base is going to revolt. This is the perfect scenario. It has been set up. It has become absolutely amazing the last couple nights between Jay's promos, Jay's emotions, Jay's feelings, and just everything involved with him, Gunther, and even Jimmy getting involved in this. This is the time for Jey Uso to shine and become the world heavyweight champion. I want to see it. Let's do it. Let's put that strap on Jey Uso. Next up, we've got Tiffany Stratton defending her WWE Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair, the Queen. And this has been a train wreck, to say the least, going into this, between Charlotte attacking Tiffany multiple weeks in a row, Tiffany looking weak, and then Tiffany getting back on the upper hand. And then we had that promo the week before on SmackDown, and it was supposedly off the rails. Everybody was doing personal jabs, and honestly, it was absolutely, it was weird. It was horrible trash TV at its finest. And then Charlotte attacks Tiffany in the parking lot. This is going to be a fun one, and I'm excited. And I think a lot of people are thinking Charlotte will win this. And while I definitely could see that happening, I'm going to stick with Tiffany. I'm going to keep Tiffany here. I think we get Tiffany winning, pisses off Charlotte one way or another, and maybe even get a rematch at Backlash or something. But next up, the World Tag Team titles are on the line. The War Raiders, the champions, defending against the New Day. Honestly, the War Raiders have had these for a while, but you'd really never know because honestly, the tag division is kind of an non-existent thought. Um, that being said, the New Day's new heel personas have grown on me. When they first started, I didn't like it. There's been speculation and rumors maybe Big E will get involved in this match and cost the New Day, but honestly, I think the New Day are taking these titles home, and we're going to have a nice heel run of the New Day with the titles, and I think that's exactly what these World Tag Team titles need. New Day all the way. Next up, we've got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Well, you know, whether you like this gimmick or you don't, I have to think Grande Americano is going to beat Rey Mysterio. Ooh, excuse me, Rey Mysterio in this match. Um, I just feel like that's the gimmick. That's where it's going. The only thing I could say that would change this, which I think that's too soon for them to do this, is if Rey were to unmask him. But I don't see that happening. Maybe we'd even get a double. Maybe we see Chad without the mask and someone else is under the mask type thing. I could see that happening. But this is definitely going to be Grande Americano's match to win. Next up is a match I've been looking forward to for quite some time. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This is just going to be an absolute brutal fight between these two ladies. They are going to destroy each other. They are going to just go after each other. And I honestly don't know who to pick in this one. I could see Naomi winning just to carry on her heel persona. But then I could see Jade winning and basically getting her revenge and looking strong as ever. So I think I'm going to go Jade. I'm going to go Jade winning. That's what I'm doing. Okay, let's do the United States Championship match. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. As much as I love me some Louisiana Knight, LA Knight, that is, this is Jacob Fatu's time to shine, prove solo. He can become a champion and just run with that title. I mean, there's nobody in the WWE that is as feared and athletic and just fun to be a bad heel as Jacob Fatu. And it's time for him to take that title and make it his own. So, United States Championship will go to Jacob Fatu. What we got is the main event of night one. Seth freaking Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk with Paul Heyman in his corner in a triple threat match. Honestly, this this is going to be a mess. If let me think, if you go by how I think this is going to go, I mean, Paul is going to screw somebody in this match. Will it be Roman? Will it be Punk? Will he go with Seth? That's the big theory that everybody's saying right now is Seth Rollins is really friends with Paul and he's going to take him. I don't see that happening. I think if anything, I could see Paul. I think Paul is going to screw CM Punk in this match. And I think Roman is going to keep him because just from the go home on Monday Night Raw tonight, where Roman pushed down Paul, I think that is just all an act. And I think Roman's gonna do this. I don't know. I think a lot of people think CM Punk's gonna win and get his WrestleMania moment, but he could still do that. But I think Paul is gonna try to turn on Punk, but Punk can overcome the odds and still win this match. So I'm gonna go CM Punk winning the match. Why not? Okay, that's night one. Before you get into night two, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I want to hear what you guys got to say about these matches. Let me know your favorite match from night one, if what I got right, what I got wrong, and just leave me as many comments as you can because it helps boost the video. Again, and if you're not subbed, do so. Let's get into night number two. Night number two is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending their women's tag team titles against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. This match, honestly, this is probably one of the matches I care the least about on this card. For me, I honestly think I don't see Liv and Raquel losing these titles. They're an actual team for one. Bayley and Lyra were thrown together, and it just makes sense for Liv and Raquel to keep going with these titles. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, Sin City Street Fight. You know, I think this is finally that moment when Drew McIntyre gets over, where he actually wins. He doesn't get screwed. He actually picks up a victory. I think Drew will beat Damian Priest in the Sin City Street Fight. Next, we have the Intercontinental title on the line in a fatal four-way. Braun Breaker, the champion, defending against Dominic Mysterio, Penta, and Finn Balor. For this one, I'm not sure how it's going to go. If Dominic's going to pin Finn or Finn's going to pin Dominic, but one of those two will walk out with the title. And just to be awesome and nice to my friend Lizzie, who it's her birthday weekend, I'll pick Dominic Mysterio pinning Finn Balor, which will spark a feud between these two Judgment Day members and probably fracture the Judgment Day from there on out. AJ Styles will take on Logan Paul. Yes. Honestly, no matter what you think of Logan Paul, and I do not like Logan Paul personally as a human being, this match could be an absolute banger, possibly the best match on the card as far as technique, style, and just agility and ability go. These two are going to absolutely show it off and show it out. And I got to think I'm going to go AJ Styles picking up the victory. Logan Paul's going to go away a little while, at least till SummerSlam, probably, in my opinion. The champion Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair in a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Now, this match, I think from what I'm getting, Io is only in this match mainly because, well, she's the champion, but I think she is going to be the scapegoat. Either Rhea or Bianca will pin her and go on. I really would love to see Bianca go full heel here and basically do something to become a heel because I'm ready for Bianca Belair becoming a heel. Do I think Rhea's going to win her title back? I'm going no. I'm going to go Bianca picking the victory up, beating Mommy. And I know that's going to piss off a lot of people, but I think Bianca needs this to become full heel, and Rhea needs someone to chase and to get those two to do their own program together, possibly into, I don't know, Backlash and beyond. I think we get Rhea versus Bianca. I'm picking Bianca to win this. Main event of night number 2 is Cody Rhodes, the champion, the undisputed WWE champion, taking on the recently broken up with us heel turn John Cena. Now, will this be the moment in time John Cena breaks the record and gets his 17th? I, I would like it if it wasn't, if we could continue this, but I could see it happening. In fact, will we see The Rock? Maybe, maybe not. Will we see Travis Scott? Maybe, maybe not. I think those two are coming. I think John Cena will beat Cody Rhodes. Cody, I feel like the time is now, not to be punny, but I think we should put the strap on Cena. I think he should have a heel run with it. Maybe lead us up to a Randy Orton match later, SummerSlam, or even later, and let Cena roll with it for a while. He'd be the perfect champion because recently, especially, champions aren't on a lot and they don't defend their titles a lot. So I'm going John Cena all the way on this one. Now, that being said, there's 13 matches on this card. There's 6 one night and 7 the other. Right now, we only have 6 matches on night 2. And you know who doesn't have a match? Randy Orton. Randy Orton doesn't have a match because Kevin Owens got hurt. I think before the end of the week, we will have a match for Randy Orton. And like I said, anything happens to the card or anything newsworthy comes out, make sure you're following my uh, YouTube Shorts, my Instagram Reels, or my TikTok. And you can find out all the news there. All the links for those are in the description under TylerWrestles.com. Um, but yeah, I think Randy Orton will have a match. I think Randy Orton, there's rumors it'll be Malachi Black. I kind of don't see that happening because I don't think, unless they're going to have Randy lose, I don't think you bring Malachi Black in to lose to Randy Orton. Um, Nick Aldis will be a fun opponent. I would love that. But honestly, I really don't know who Randy could face at this point in time unless they can figure out something crazy and shock everybody. Because I think that's one thing when the old saying or old adage is, if one guy goes down, maybe Miro or Rusev, that could be a fun one. I could see that, and even if we had a triple threat with Miro, Aleister Black, and Randy, I don't know. There's lots of possibilities, but I know from listening to um podcasts before about backstage at WWE, if someone's out, they like to replace it with someone even better, even higher. So where do we go from here? What do we do? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. If you guys think, who do you think Randy Orton's going to face? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one. But those are my WrestleMania picks. Again, I want to know what you agree with, what you don't agree with, what I might have missed. Any theories you have, I want them in the comments. And I'll try to I will answer every single one of your questions or comments. I always do. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video on your socials if you could, please. I'd appreciate that as well. Again, I'm Tyler Wrestles. I'll have my link down in my bio for all my social media accounts. Make sure you're following them. And if you want to join me for WrestleMania, I am doing a watch along both nights here on YouTube and on Twitch. Again, links are in the button down in my description on TylerWrestles.com. But we will be on both of those platforms only, doing a watch along, maybe have a few surprises and fun stuff along the way. We always have a great time doing the PLE watch alongs. We have a big crowd, we have a good time, and every so often I even give some stuff away. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not promising anything yet, but we'll see what happens by Sunday. Again, anything happens, check out my other socials, or I might even make some. I'll make a short on here if we update anything on this card. But thanks for joining me. Those are my predictions. Until next time, I'm Tyler Russels. Toodles.